As Eri sat in the cafe with her friends, she mustered the courage to ask, "Is there something strange about my smile?" Her friends casually replied that there was nothing unusual. Actually, it all started during Eri's teenage years in Japan. She sat with her friends, sipping coffee at a well-known cafe. Eri couldn't help but feel something was amiss as she gazed at her reflection in the window, and she finally mustered the courage to question her friends. "Eri, is there something strange about my smile?" Her friends, seemingly oblivious, responded casually. Friend 1, "Nah, Eri, you look like same as always." Friend 2, "Yeah, don't worry about it." But Eri couldn't shake off her unease, and she persisted. "Eri, no, really, is there something strange about my smile?" Her friends exchanged glances, then friend 1 replied, "Honestly, Eri, you're always smiling. It's just who you are." Despite their reassurances, Eri's heart ached with a hidden pain that had been with her since childhood, a pain she kept concealed behind her perpetual smile. You see, this particular predicament began when Eri was just a child, still in elementary school. It was the day her brother accidentally shattered her beloved aquarium, which held her dearest fish. While her heart shattered, she chose to wear a brave smile, not wanting her brother to feel guilty. From that moment, Eri began to believe that simply smiling could mend all her problems. Over the years, she continued to wear that mask, portraying herself as a kind and forgiving woman, always ready to smile through life's challenges. Little did she know that this habit would lead to an extraordinary and unexpected transformation. One day, while walking through the bustling streets of the city, a man approached her, captivated by her unique face and constant smile. To Eri's surprise, he turned out to be a producer. He offered her a chance to become an idol. At first, Eri hesitated, unsure of what to make of this sudden opportunity. But in the end, she made a life-changing decision. "Eri, I'll accept your offer." As her life began to transform, Eri's face adorned giant billboards, and she debuted single, "Smile," resonated with countless fans. Her popularity skyrocketed on various social media platforms, and her distinct haircut and prepudal smile became a trend among teenagers. Even major companies started producing retainers to mimic her unique grin. Eri never anticipated becoming a famous idol, all because of her unusual, doll-like appearance. As time passed, her busy schedule as an idol left her with little time for her friends, and she watched from a distance as they continued to gather at their favorite cafe. Feeling out of place and awkward after so much time apart, Eri tried to reach out with an offer to hang out. "Eri, let's hang out together." But her friends declined, citing their busy lives and dismissing her smile as something inconsequential. Friend 3, "Eri's just been smiling all this time. It's nothing special." Hearing these words stung Eri, but she could only do is force a smile and bear the pain, just as she always had. She hoped her friends wouldn't become like her, trapped behind a mask of prepudal happiness. Eri's struggle continued as she desperately sought to remove the doll-like mask that had hidden her true self for years. She yearned to prove to the world that her smile was merely a facade, and she tried various methods to remove the permanent mask that seemed glued to her face. Regret gnawed at Eri's mind, wondering if none of this would have happened had she not buried her true emotions all those years ago. Then, one day, a call from her producer brought another life-altering opportunity. "Producer, we've got an offer for a national tour, Eri." Eri, expected to be overjoyed, found herself speechless instead, contemplating the journey ahead. As the day of her national tour concert arrived, Eri stood backstage, the weight of her past and the facade she had carried for so long waiting on her. And then, an unexpected vision. Eri whispered to herself, "Is that my favorite fish?" Her beloved fish, long gone, appeared before her. "Eri, I'm sorry I chose to smile instead to mourn your loss." To her astonishment, the fish forgave her, understanding the pain she had hidden behind the mask. Eri asked the fish for guidance. "Eri, can I be my true self?" The fish, before leaving, offered words of wisdom. "Fish, you can be yourself if you have the courage to destroy all your lies." Filled with newfound confidence, Eri took the stage, but her audience grew silent as they saw her hesitate. Eri stood there, microphone in hand, and then a startling act. "Eri, I won't hide anymore." She began hitting her own face with the microphone, revealing her true emotions, and the audience erupted in shock and fear. Eri never expected her real face to be drastically different from the mask she had worn for so long. Backstage, she implored her fans, "Eri, don't lose your identities. Be honest with your feelings." 2 months later, Eri emerged with a changed appearance. Her fake smile was gone, but her newfound authenticity was admired and imitated by many. Even her producer praised her for her groundbreaking act. In the end, Eri, with her new appearance, prepared to release a single titled Rage, showing the world her true self, and the film came to close. The poignant message of the story reminds us that sometimes masking our true emotions and forcing ourselves to be happy can be cruel and isolating. It encourages us to cast aside our masks and embrace our authentic selves before we too become dolls like Eri.